I've been in the gym getting my level up. Fenders getting gas, so I mash on the pedal. What? The backboard I crash, slam the rock to a pebble. What? The breeze from the past will assist your irregular breathing. Handle got your ankle in your knee in a disagreement. Now your balance taking off for bereavement. They wanna know what I be cooking up, cause then they think we be even. But I know, look, dished it, so I never seen it now. Gym getting my level up. Fenders getting gas, so I mash on the pedal. What? The backboard I crash, slam the rock to a pebble. What? My team is the strongest and we crush the competitors.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Fast Break, and hello North Carolina A&T fans. Welcome to the Big South. Yeah, man. That's the news that has been on everyone's lips the last couple of weeks. The Aggies saying goodbye to 50 years in the MEAC and accepting membership into the Big South. Now, we're going to get it straight from the horse's mouth a little later in the show when we hear from North Carolina A&T Chancellor Dr. Harold L. Martin Sr. But for now, let's stick with the Big South and hoops. We're talking about Hampton. They made the jump a couple of years ago, and they are battling in men's basketball to try and get into the top 3 in the Big South. We caught them on the road, the Pirates at High Point University. Of course, our main man, Wally Pitt, was there.
There's been a whole lot of talk about the Big South Conference lately, so I pulled up on Hampton and checked them out on the road in conference play against High Point University. Was it an HBCU atmosphere? No, but the dance team was out there doing their thing, and the pep band even played neck. So I don't know, maybe the Big South is ready for this HBCU life after all. What I do know is that Hampton is in the top tier of the Big South standings, and that Jermaine Morrow is a bucket, and his running partner Ben Stanley is a big bucket. The Pirate duo are both averaging 20 plus on the year, but don't sleep on HPU. Their record ain't all that, but they got some certified hoopers and showed Hampton that nothing comes easy on the road in the Big South. Morrow and Stanley get the 1-2 game going early in the first with a nice dish and drive for 2. Then it's Morrow on the ISO, making moves in the paint with the close range fadeaway. Morrow missing the lay, but Stanley's right there with the putback. More big man moves from Ben Stanley, facing up in the triple threat, spin move, and the nice finish with the left over the defender. Then it's back to Morrow. He misses the 3, but gets the steal and the lay, and Hampton is up 8 halfway through the first half. And this Dondre Griffin floater puts the Pirates up 14. It looks like Hampton might run away with it, but High Point was like, nah, player. And the boy Jamal Wright put the Panthers on his back like a Gucci knapsack. He dropped 20 points in the first half, 8 of 9 from the field, 3 for 3 from 3, and just like that, Hampton goes into the break down 140-39. High Point still hot in the second half, going up by as many as 13. Caden Sanchez had 18 of his own. Jamal Wright still blazing, he had 14, and things were looking rough for Hampton. But the Pirates slapped on the hook in the eye patch and went to work. Greg Hextall gets his own board and the putback bucket. Then it's Ben Stanley with strictly big dog moves in the paint. Hextall again, pull it up, knock it down, get 3 points. Hampton still sailing the high seas for a comeback. Jermaine Morrow showing why he's one of the best guards in the nation with this extra tough finish at the rim. Then caps off the comeback with the lob and one finesser to Ben Stanley, and the game is tied with under 9 minutes left to play. But HP was relentless on the glass all night. Caden Sanchez, big board, big bucket, Panthers back on the prowl getting up by 6. But Jermaine Morrow went back in his bag with another impressive and one drive to the cup. The Panthers right back with another big offensive rebound and another big 3 by Jamal Wright. Morrow and Stanley back to the 2-man game off the pick and roll. Ben Stanley showing off the touch once again. Hampton down 5 with 4 minutes left to play. Jermaine Morrow back at it with the stop and pop from 3. High Point counterpunches with the three from Denny Slay. Jermaine Morrow gets the dime from Dondre Griffin, puts in the easy lay, and Hampton's down 83-82 with 2 minutes left in the ball game. A couple High Point free throws later, and Hampton is down 4. 24 seconds left to play. Jermaine Morrow finds Dondre Griffin in the corner for 3. Bang, bang. Pirates back down only 1. And you know how it goes from here. Intentional foul, 2 made free throws, 2 seconds left to play, a 3 would tie it for Hampton, and of course Jermaine Morrow gets the ball. He gets a decent look off the inbound, but misses off the front of the rim, and High Point gets the conference win 88-85 at home.
Welcome back, everyone. Tolly here. On Friday, February 7th, it was signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours, baby. The North Carolina A&T Board of Trustees, not me, them, accepted the invitation to join the Big South Conference effective in the 2021-2022 athletic season. So one more year in the MEAC. Here's North Carolina A&T Chancellor Harold Martin, who puts a little bit of a Band-Aid on the news.
We will continue to manage strategic opportunities to play a North Carolina Central, a Norfolk State, a Howard University, a FAMU. Those come to mind immediately as very strong, very competitive rivalry institutions for our university. I see our football coach sitting here as well. I'm sure he would love to have an opportunity to continue to play an institution like FAMU, who talks a lot. And so having an opportunity to play them on the playing field helps us solve some of those conversations, for example. And that not only would be in football, but also in basketball, quite honestly. And so when I go into Club Corbett today, our students are turning it out in terms of energy and excitement and enthusiasm and the quality and brand of basketball we play. But it also is a space where our students, in their excitement and enthusiasm and energy, make it a competitive advantage for our university and our student athletes. They do. We would expect them to amp up even more so when a Big South opponent comes into Club Corbett, and we will demonstrate how Aggies do it here on this campus. But we're also appealing to our fans, who are incredible fans. They really are. We travel significantly. And in my mind, that's a historical culture of support for this institution that we also want to appeal to that same group of loyal Aggies. And as we build new Aggie fans, we'll continue to travel significantly with our university. Or we're going to North Dakota State to play North Dakota State. Or where we're going east of us to play Campbell, or slightly north of us to play Radford, or right across the county to play High Point University. We would expect fans to follow us in that space as well. We really do. So I know this is a change, but our university has been about change, growth, prosperity, and we have to continue to enable and encourage our constituency to grow with us, expand with us, while also continue to enhance, not dilute, our great history and cultural successes of our university. That's what I would say to our fans.
Welcome back, everyone. The Benedict women, they are the highest ranked HBCU in women's basketball, in all of college basketball in Division I and Division II, ranked number 11 in the country, number 4 in their region, on the road at Clark Atlanta University, coming off a loss. Benedict College, ranked number 4 in the region, number 11 in the country, but coming off a tough loss over the weekend to Fort Valley State. But all losses are tough, right? Right. At Clark Atlanta on Monday night. 3-ball, name of the game, Mahogany Randall. She can stroke it. From the corner, Amaya Ashby. She's a shooter. Brianna Miller. She responds on the other end for Clark Atlanta. Now, I told you Ashby was a shooter. Steph Curry on the shot, boy. The Lady Panthers looking to go inside. They find Courtney Hall, nice finish in the paint. 13-8 ball game. Ashby, a perfect 3 for 3 in the first half from deep. End of the first quarter, clock winding down at the buzzer. Shanasia White. And she leaves it hanging just to let them know. Still a close game, though. Octavia Hawkins. She drops a little dime into Ayanna Bay. Miller for Clark Atlanta. She's always balling. Left-hand scoop and the foul. The Benedict defense harassing all over the floor and clowning you from the bench. Watch the nice Euro step here. Wakiria Johnson-Kelly. She just makes a hole, gets to the bucket. Randall, dribble drive, pull up. Swish! 35-23 at the break in favor of Benedict. Second half, lesson of the day, never give up on the play. Johnson-Kelly can't get the English down on the layup, but loose ball on the floor. There she is, knocks it down. Fast break offense off a made bucket, that's pretty special. Ayanna Armstead for 3. Benedict cruises in the second half. 81-52 winners over Clark Atlanta, and Benedict back in the win column.
It didn't feel good losing, but sometimes it's needed to make sure that you get right back to the fundamentals, the things that you tend to lose out because during the course of wins and everything. So I thought it was real good for us to get a loss early so we can go out here and try to win the rest of these games that we're going to play. I'm playing like 12 players right now, so I'm trying to make sure that we're strong and healthy enough for the run towards the end.
Team full of shooters, what does that do for your offense when you can just stretch the opposing defense like that?
Yeah, well, it opens up the floor. It opens up the floor for people, even people that's not drivers, in our post game. So it's hard to double down there in our post with Ayanna Bay. And when you got shooters all over the court, it spreads the floor. And I'm just happy to have those shooters on our team.
Now, for the last few weeks, we've shared with you Garage Made, the untold story of Livingstone's Roger Ray. We conclude now with part 4, moving beyond the turmoil and Livingstone College finding one of their best players in school history.
See, it kind of really wasn't in the process. It's like he really didn't have any prospective places to go. In the last moment, I would say the last quarter, these colleges would call us, so wherever I had to drive, I would drive. And then the opportunity came for Livingston. And actually came through a friend of mine and they had knew one of the coaches there, but the coach had already seen Roger. It was just like nothing but destiny.
Oh, that was a journey, boy. Everybody kind of look at it now like, oh, you the all-time this, down. Like, man, this right here was a grind and a journey. So, like I said, Coach Ralph came to talk to me in prep school right the day after I had 51 on Allen. So a little bit, I kind of got the love. Big head when I'm kind of swagging. Baylor on the way to practice, I'm like, oh yeah, we cooking with something. So Coach Ralph like, yeah, I'm Ralph McDill. We in the CIAA championship diet. I'm like, so it's funny because that when it's all said and done, partial qualifier, I had nowhere to go. He was like, yeah, come up for a visit. Came up for my visit, killed it.
At first it was kind of like, they were kind of like, yeah, we go, because he's not the picture of what a player with his skill set should be. So I just said, okay. The numbers don't lie, the work ethic don't lie, and his grades are amazing.
It took him a while. I came up here for we ain't have nothing else. So I'm back against the wall. So me and my mom pregnant. She driving up here 2-3 hours. We coming up just to work out with coach, just to see coach, just we coming up just back and forth. So coach said that right there, let him know okay, that this boy's serious or he could probably gonna do something. So Coach Stinson called me the day before my birthday, July 17th. He was like, I already got my guards. A lot of people think you're too small for the conference or you're not built for the conference, but I'm gonna give you a chance. And that's what he did. I mean, I stayed in the hood dorm, Dancy. I was in the trenches. I wasn't like one of their beloved recruits. Like, oh yes, Roger Ray's coming. It was none of that. It was like, nah, not even barely no scholarship bread. It was rough.
It's like anybody else. You got to prove yourself. I don't care who you is. It was the right opportunity at the right time.
When they rolled that ball out, it was just undeniable. I was up at 5 a.m. running to the Y. I was getting shots up. After class, I go straight to work out. I go straight to the gym. I was all focused. So when it came to time to show myself, separate myself, that's what I tried to do. And I ended up earning a jersey. But I just told God, give me a chance to come to school and I'm going to make the most of it. So like halfway through my freshman year, we not winning no game. I wasn't getting no minutes, but he put me in. I hit that game winner against Morehouse. And then start like the whole South Road trip, Shaw, John C. Smith, Winston, St. Aug. I had 20 plus every night as a freshman. So I had to get everything out the mud. I mean, it was a lot of people ahead of me, but I was focused on the positive things. I was focused on what I could control. I can't control my playing time. I can't control who's here with me. I just know I can control being the best player I could be. So that's what I did, and that focus and belief in God, it got me to where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying, having all the records here, and it just feel good because I mean, like I said, high school was a hurricane. Now it's just been stable. Like after my sophomore year, they wanted me to go. You know, so I was gonna graduate early, go D1. This year, same thing, had the opportunities, but it's like God ain't telling me to go to where my mom's agreed to. So I'm here still on that same road.
Woo, it been like that since he was little. It is hot, it's heavy, it'll cut you if you didn't know who you was. I see why parents go to jail if they ain't got their mind right, because people be talking cash, money. And then you be like, yo, son, how many points? 1 point and he played 3 quarters. I'm just saying, you know, so it's real. The atmosphere is very, very thick. But I've always been confident in his game. And so I always tell them, I always take that line from Blindside. You know, she's in the stand, they talking all this junk. And I just said, I'm all in the stands and everybody like da-da-da. So then at the end, I just said, okay, now that's my son.
I never really knew about the atmosphere. I never. But ain't nothing like it. Now you getting that Winston game, you getting that Shaw game. It's like the ceiling about to break loose on top of you. Like they be having the fire marshals had to come out and stop the game. It's too crowded. It's like, nah, everybody ain't built for the CI. The CI different. That atmosphere, that environment, they gonna let you have it. And they right on top of you. And if you perform though, they give you a respect. That's one thing I can't say. You perform against a school. Like every time I leave out of Winston Shaw, they be like, yeah. But they still gonna talk crazy, but they still give you a respect. Like, yeah, you wrong. But yeah, it's nothing like it. It's exciting. I think more people need to know about it because I like going here more than like I say I would like a mid-major or like a small mid that don't have that much crowd. They really into it. And it's like a family atmosphere in your school. Like you see them in the calf and they right there on top of you at the game. Like I feel like more people need to know about the CIAA atmosphere and everything it brings to the table because it's really exciting. Coach Ralph, he said he came to CIAA. That was the hardest basketball he ever played. He said it's different. Pressing, trapping. You got guards that really can get after it. You gotta really become to play because it ain't gonna be like it ain't gonna be. You might catch yourself on that island a couple times. You know what I'm saying? And the crowd going crazy. So you gotta be ready because they can play. That's one thing I can say. They really got me better because they can play. You guards can play. Then you got different styles of play. Like Virginia State, they more, you know what I'm saying, systematic, really running their offense. Then you got guards, teams like us or like John C. Smith, they got really shifty guards and Shaw just tough nose. They just hooping. So it's a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot to take in. You gotta be ready though. If you ain't ready, it's gonna eat you up. Roger That, that's our brand. Of course, like my name is catchy, like Roger That, but it just came from everything me and my little brother went through. It's just for the people that's at the bottom or people that lost hope, or we trying to represent hope where the hopeless at. We trying to show people that people ain't checking for, that you still could, you know what I'm saying, you still can make it, you still could do whatever you want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go down the wrong path. You don't have to, self-destruction ain't the only way.
I really think it derived from me. And I think somebody, it just kind of caught on, you know, because they'd be like, you know, he would hit one up and they'd be like Roger That. And then the crowd was just like, Yeah, Roger that. He'll keep on saying that, Roger that, and whoa, Roger that. Y'all see that? Roger that. So it just kind of like what he did, it just kind of perpetuated. We had goals for our family, and we knew that everything that we would do would be a brand. Not only that we would uplift ourselves, that we would uplift the community that we're from, our family, you know what I'm saying, and everything that comes along with that.
It's going to be like a foundation more in the movement. Like I said, we're really trying to get something that's going to stick with people, and they can feel good about themselves. And my mom takes us down to the Helping Hand mission. We go do for others, feed the homeless, give out gifts like that, because we was in that position. We didn't. So we want all my little brothers to know it's bigger than you. It's bigger than doing stuff for what life is about, doing what you can do for the next person, how you can affect the next person's life. And that's all we're trying to do, really, and show kids that what we went through, that you can come out on the other side.
To see a kid that could have went in a different direction, that wasn't left with the monetary setup, you know what I'm saying, to be more successful. And for him to actually see it and then have to turn and make the right decisions is, for a mother, it is absolutely amazing. I'm so grateful to God for that, because I get to see what not just myself has put in him, but others, you know, take a village that have embraced him, and get to see him walk that in his life. It's priceless. And don't nothing get the glory but God. And to see him produce. He can produce. Every time. He can produce. Even when he lose, he win. He can produce. He can produce. And then to be able to have a strong mind like that, it's amazing.
Great story, great triumph in life, and a great college career. Congratulations to Roger Ray and his entire family, and another great piece of filmmaking by our very own Wally Pitt. Well, on behalf of Wally and the entire crew, I'm Tolly Carr. We're going to get out of here on a jumper, man. Look, I've been practicing. I need to practice some more. I'm washed. What can I say? I need to go work out with Benedict. All right, I'll work on that. You guys make sure you check us out next week. And as always, online at HBCUGameday.com. We'll see you later.